You're having a good one. Was good, was good, was good. So, if you are awake at dirt 30 like I am, you realize that the market has taken a turn for the good. Why is that? Let me just write this question in the chat. It's a daily question. Actually, it's a statement. Be nice if I knew how to spell, right? There you go. Don't forget to invest in yourself today. Bitcoin has shown a resilience. Crypto in general has shown a resilience in this market space. That's actually very good and very big news. Why? Because you start to realize that had you been in the stock market, you would have gotten crushed. Had you been in crypto, you would have taken a little bit of a loss. But if you had invested during that loss, right now you'd be looking at a sea of green. I called out some cryptos the other day and I was like, these are the ones that I'm looking at, and the ones that I'm looking at are doing well. Somebody else called out one, and we'll get into the numbers in a little bit, but somebody else called out one and I called out an alternative, and they made more money. If they actually invested, they made more money. I think I'm better for the long haul, but they made more money during this round. Hat tip to them. What else is there? You have the Web3 Summit going on in Hong Kong. And some people might say, why is that a big deal, Eddie? Why are you paying attention to that? I pay attention to everything that happens around the world, because what happens around the world affects here. What happens here can affect the world. It's like that in every country. So I pay attention to what's going on because I'm looking for trends. I'm looking for anything that will give me a pearl of information that I can use to help me manage my bags. Now, at the Web3 Summit, they spotlighted real world assets. The more research I do, the more I hear about RWA. The more I hear about RWA, the more I hear about infrastructure being built. The more I hear about infrastructure being built, the more I hear about people actually using it, institutions using it. So, like I said, I think that's going to be a very big deal. I had dinner the other night with a friend of mine, and they work in the real estate business. They do titles. And they said, well, they're already digitizing titles. I said, there's digitizing titles to make them digital, get it. But putting them on the blockchain is a different level. And they were like, why? I said, because that enables fractionalized ownership. It also enables that whole title industry to go bye-bye. Think about this. It's on chain. Once everything is approved and it's on chain, that's it. Your title search becomes 2 seconds on a blockchain. If that. Done. All done. So yeah, that's going to be a very big deal as real estate titles move to blockchain. Automobile titles are already moving to blockchain. Look at California and Avalanche. You have a lot of things moving and leveraging blockchain technology. And I don't say that like happily the title industry goes away. I say that to say that the title industry is a big industry. It's only going to be, but for so long, that it will continue to exist in its current state. It's not just the titles, it's the readers, it's the attorneys, it's all of that stuff. The real estate market is going to be bent on its ear in a very short period of time, because that's one of the easiest things to tokenize. Everybody's thinking about, you could tokenize stocks and bonds and options, blah, 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 blah. No. Real estate is real estate. I'm looking at real estate and automobile ownership. Those titles can be tokenized in a heartbeat. And that can stop a lot of fraud. A lot of fraud in a heartbeat. It's only a matter of time. It is only a matter of time. Because a title is a legal document. That legal document has to be filed with who? Whatever state you're in. At least in the United States. But imagine that starts happening around the world. It already is happening around the world. South America, they're using titles in real estate right now for fractionalized ownership. Just saying, there are opportunities out there. So yeah, I was paying attention to that. They're saying it's critical for blockchain adoption. It is. That would actually cause some mass adoption. It emphasizes regulatory clarity, NFC-based asset tokenization. For example, bonds, treasuries, real estate, art. Art is another space. Fine wines is another one. I don't know about you, but there's been a lot of fraud going on in fine wine industry. There always is. And there you go. There's a lot. You could be looking at this and saying to yourself, wow, that's big. That's really big. It would also help to bridge traditional finance into the future. Just saying. Some other big news I saw. Galaxy Digital is Cayman-based. Oh, I'm sorry. Was based in the Cayman Islands. Where is it based now? Delaware. They're looking to relist on NASDAQ as GLXY, Galaxy, on the NASDAQ. And that's post-shareholder vote that happens in May, while temporarily maintaining its Toronto Stock Exchange listing. That's not a small thing. Those are really big deals. That should tell you that Galaxy Digital is about to make some big moves. Want to know why they paid that $200 million over that whole Luna thing? Yeah, this is why. This is why. They're about to make some big moves, and they wanted to clean up their slate before they enter the U.S. market. Yeah, pay attention right there. Ton Foundation has announced a major development including $400 million investment in Telegram and a 2025 Layer 2 upgrade along with an asynchronous architecture overhaul. It is refocusing on DeFi, U.S. market compliance, and Asia Pacific mini app development to enhance ecosystem growth and utility. Oh, what is Ton doing? Yeah. Ton was one of the coins that I mentioned. Ton was one of the projects that I mentioned, and I said this is something that I would be into. I am into. I do have a bag of Ton, and I'm happy about it. Did I take a hit? Yes. Did I sprinkle some in? Just saying. I told people, sprinkle. Bitcoin is still below 80. Let me see. Yeah, it's still below 80. It's 78,988. How are you not sprinkling in? Where's your DCA strategy? Please tell me you still have your DCA strategy in place. It's intact. It's rocking and rolling. Tell me that. I need to know. Remember, always practice the GMB3. Do your own research. Know your entries and exits, and absolutely invest deliberately. No lettuce hands. Not in this community. No. Because we do our own research. We spend at least 15 minutes a day doing investment research. So we don't have lettuce hands here. And if we do, we're trying to rid ourselves of that ailment. Get the book, The GMB3, The Art of Research, Timing, and Deliberate Wealth. It's available on Amazon. Just saying. Just putting that out there for you. It's the second book I've written. The first one is Crypto Foundations. Right? All meant to help you start to think more broadly, but also give you a foundation upon which to build. Solid foundation, solid understanding. Just like Ray Dalio. He's trying to give you a solid understanding about this stuff. Ray Dalio is one of the biggest, baddest people out there when it comes to trading. And he warned that tariffs and geopolitical instability reflect a breakdown of global order. Now, not only that, he's citing risks like debt, tech disruption, and rising treasury yields. He sees Bitcoin's divergence from tech as a sign of potential decoupling from from traditional risk assets. Yeah, he nailed it. Do some research on Ray Dalio and Bridgewater Associates. This guy truly knows his stuff. He's all over Instagram, all over socials right now, giving away like boatloads of pearls. Read up on that guy. Dead serious. Read up on that guy. The SEC's public roundtables, Yeah, that's right. They're public. They've invited companies like Uniswap. They've invited companies that are in this space, people that like this space, people that hate the space or did hate the space. And it's open to the public. These roundtables are going to be open to the public, and that's a big deal. First roundtable happens on April 11th. It's supposed to be a series of roundtables. April 11th. I'm telling you, pay attention to this stuff. Pay attention. There's a lot of information out there that can really help you manage your bags more effectively, more efficiently, and grow them beyond what you had originally thought. Because what do? We don't save, we invest. Saving is giving your money to somebody else so they can make money off your money. Investing is you making money off your money. That's what we do. Just saying. Just putting that out there for you so you have a clear understanding about what's going on. So everybody was racing to get something out there about, an XRP ETF. Tecrium Investments Advisors will launch a 2x leveraged XRP ETF on April 8th. That's today on NYSE ARCA. And that's with a 1.85% fee following the SEC's dropped lawsuit against Ripple XRP trades at about $1.87. It's $1.84 before, but yeah, it's under $2. I'd be all about XRP right now. It's down approximately 3%. I don't care. I'm still all about XRP. I'd get in on that. Saying me. I don't give financial advice, so don't ask me. Altcoin ETF interest is huge, and XRP is one of the most sought after, and they're the first to get there. I'm just saying. There's a lot of stuff going on that we should be paying attention to. Trump-backed World Liberty Financial proposed a USD1 stablecoin airdrop to all of its supporters. WLFI holders. Everything this company does just makes me feel dirty. I'm going to say it. Woody Pognon, can you please write that out as a fill sentence? I'm not understanding the sentence. You have to be a little bit more specific. And if you're going to ask about a project, then I need to know specifically what kind of research you've done on that project. I don't talk about coins where I don't see that you've done the research. I need to know what's its market cap, what's its, project or coin token, market cap, purpose in life, just information that'll help others to actually understand what it is that you're talking about. And we also don't shill. So doing that lets us know that you're not trying to shill a coin. You're trying to find out information about the coin, things like that. What else do we have? Freedex received a digital asset service provider license in El Salvador. Normally that wouldn't be a big deal. But if you're paying attention to El Salvador, Bukele was just in the United States talking to the new regime. That's why I'm paying attention to it. I think they also tied in with Dubai. So that's something else to consider. What other news do we have? Let's see. We covered everything. Except for one thing that we haven't covered. That's right. We got to get to the numbers. So let's get there real quick. Let me move my notes out of the way. Today's Tuesday. What do we have? NFIB Optimism Index. You have more Fed speak by San Francisco, Chicago Feds. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day with some wholesale inventories, more Fed speak, as well as the minutes from the last FOMC meeting. But Thursday and Friday are the days. Those are the days to be paying attention. Very much those days. Then you've got the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Wow, it's up from 23 yesterday to 24 today. I'm actually shocked. I thought it was going to drop again. But because the market didn't take as much of a hit yesterday as it did today, it took about a 350-point hit on the Dow Jones. DeFi Llama, we're back up to 94,000. So that's a big deal. The reason why is because we were at, I think it was 91 and change. So that's a big deal to me. If you're looking at Bitcoin, yeah, we came down hard and we're seeming to be bouncing up a little bit. That's not bad. We're still operating within my orange band though. My orange band is from a long time ago. And we crushed through the bottom of that band. Look at that. We almost hit the next band. The orange band goes from 77,252 to 82,490. We have to be able to bust through 82,490 before we can get back to where we were moving laterally on Bitcoin, so that we can reposition ourselves to enter into our pink band here, which is more recent, right? And then get back up. We've got a long way to go. And what does that say to you? Yeah, it says all of these lines mean that we've done it before. What it also means to me is we will do it again. It's just a matter of time. Think about where you are right now, right? Right here, right there at 79,067. All the way, you're 30 grand away from the all-time high. It's only 30 grand. I don't know about you, but that's almost 50%. That's like, what, 40%? I'm good with that. You kidding me? Oh, I'll take that. Even if you said it was 35%, I'm not going to do the numbers in my head, but there you go. That's a big jump. That's just for Bitcoin. When you look at some of these altcoins, oh, that's going to be multiples for some of those. The jump will be big. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Just saying. Do you still think? I don't know why you're writing that like as if I've ever spoken about that token. I don't know that it was the first base coin on Coinbase. Hold on a second. I can go look that up. Did I actually close that window? I believe I closed my notes window and I shouldn't have. Let's go see. Do I have any notes on DGen? You said earlier this year. So that puts me right about here. So that was 10/17. That was last year. Decentralized social network token DGen drops 27 in days following new Coinbase listing. Yeah, that was in October. Yeah, no, that was the last time I wrote, and that was October last year. Yeah, so you might be a little mistaken on that one. No. No. I'm not going to do research on that coin because I wrote about that coin, but it wasn't what you're talking about. And I definitely wasn't talking about their all-time high or anything like that. So no. Good try, though. Good try. Then we've got Coin 360 showing a big picture of what's going on. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is actually going to be a lot of fun. Like when you start looking at this, I told you Link was going to come back. Link was at like $10. Doge came up. This is the one I was telling you about last night. I forgot who it was. Oh, it's going to bother me. That they were talking about how Doge was, what do I think about Doge? Should they get into Doge? I wasn't holding anything on Doge. I sold all my Doge a long time ago. I think the family still has some Doge, but me personally, I don't have Doge. I'm a SHIB guy. But Doge last night rose higher than SHIB. So hat tip to that person. Ondo is up. Hype is up. Let's see. HBAR was up big. Mantra's up big. Let's see. SUI, XRP, Avalanche, Stella, Cardano, Solana, BCH. These are all the ones I was telling you about yesterday. Yesterday and the day before, I was telling you about these. I had said, there are some coins I'm interested in, and these were the ones I was interested in. And there you go. Other coins I'm not interested in. I have a long list in the top 100, top 250 that I'm interested in. Beyond that, I might have one or two like serious long shots, but I really don't do the long shot thing. If you're looking at the numbers side by side, Bitcoin. Let me refresh the screen because it doesn't look quite right. There you go. So Bitcoin is down 16.24%, 15.26%. Not bad. Ethereum is still down 52% for the year. Look at that, 52.81. I mean, you're looking at, to me, there are certain opportunities that I'm seeing. Those two are opportunities. XRP is definitely an opportunity. Anytime I can catch XRP below $2, yeah, to me, that's an opportunity. BNB, that's an opportunity. It's well below the $600 number that I normally keep on it. Even Solana, I'm not into Solana. I think somebody in the family is holding Solana, but I'm not. It's down 42.54% for the year. That still might be something to move on if that's what you're into. Another one is going to be Doge. If you're into that, I'm not. I don't have anything against it. I just don't see how it gets used. I'm not paying attention to it all that much, except some of the people of the community are. Cardano, something I do pay attention to. It's below 60 cents. I'm just saying, to me, that's an opportunity. I still haven't had time to do research on this guy, Toncoin. Yeah, to me, this is looking ultimately delicious, and they've got things in the works. That means that they're going to have press releases going forward. That's going to have positive impact on the coin. That's why I'm looking at it. I can catch Chainlink still under $12. Yeah, I'm all about it. I'm all about it because Chainlink is to me, Chainlink is a $20 project. It's going to pop at any time, and I can see making money off of that. Avalanche is another one I can see making money off of. Stellar, Shiba Inu is another one I can see making money off of. Sui definitely, Hedera definitely, Mantra definitely. It's up. Yesterday was at I think like 59%. It's up to 65% year to date. Just hit 64. Everything's kind of coming up and bouncing around. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Bitcoin Cash is another one that I pay attention to. But when I really want to dig in, I really do go over to Crypto Tracker, and hopefully it works the way it's supposed to. It doesn't get on my nerves. Let's take a look at the losers right now. If we're looking at the losers, biggest losers are over here. Who am I paying attention to? Because then immediately we hit the 5% mark. Immediately we hit the 5%. My 5% says I don't pay attention to anything that's moving less than 5%. Because we have market sways that are that big, so I don't pay attention to that. But then you take a look at the winners, and you're like, oh, this is why. Farcoin is up 21%, 21.79%. It's got a GMB X factor 3.28. Somebody asked me about that, I think yesterday or the day before. Zcash, privacy token, up 18.19%. GMB X factor of 91.25. It's not. Before anybody asks, no, it's not. Like for years, no. But can you make money off of it? Clearly you can. It's up 18.19%. So if you play it right, you can make money off of some of these coins. Hyperliquid is up 16.18% with a GMB X factor of 1.95. Yes, I think it'll revisit some all-time highs. Aerodrome Finance is not something that I pay attention to, but I know others do. Up 16%. GMB X factor of 5.87. No, I don't. I have no faith in it making that 5.87. Can you still make money off of it? Clearly you can. People, I use the GMB X factor, but I'm also looking at what are the macro events that's pummeling us right now. The same macro events that are pounding on us, the same macro events that are going to ease up, and you're going to get this. So if you're paying attention to the rhythm of coins, the rhythm of projects, especially if you think they've got good news coming, right? Like ton, you can use that to your advantage to make some good moves. And I know some people made some good moves last night. I know somebody as a part of the community, I'm not going to mention their name, but set some automated buys for 230. They executed, woke up yesterday morning to making money, to profit. Just saying. So yeah, there are opportunities out there. Hedera Hashgraph up 15% with a GMB X factor of 2.65. Absolutely. I'm all about Hedera Hashgraph. Maker is up 14.92%, GMB X factor 3.95. That's a strong possibility, I think. Render's up 13%, GMB X factor of 3.42. Let's see. Axelar, not something I have in my portfolio, but I know other people do. 12.5%. GMB X Factor 7.14. I have not done a deep dive research on this one, so I don't have an opinion about it. HNT Helium up 11.89% with a 19.79 GMB X Factor. Do I think it's going to make that number? No. Do I think I can make healthy money off of helium? Yes. SUI up 11.822%, GMB X Factor of 1.64. Absolutely. I have no doubt that it's going to do exactly that. Look, if you look at this whole list, you have the rest of the list is nothing but up, 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 up. Bit Sensor, I know a lot of people are into that, up 10.66%, GMB X Factor of 2.67. SNEC is up 10%, almost on the dot, with a GMB X Factor of 2.61. Yeah, I think it will be. I think it'll make it. Avalanche up 9.85% with a GMB X Factor of 7.53. Yes, and I think they have a lot of headroom. Same thing for Athena, up 9.47% with a GMB X Factor of 4.13. Yes, and there's a lot of headroom. So do I have faith in the market right now? Absolutely. Absolutely. We've got stuff going on, and I think we should be paying attention. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. If you like what I'm doing, do me a favor, smash the likes. Tell your friends about this community. It's the only community that's focused on helping you manage your bags through the ups and the downs. Everybody's a rock star when the market's going up, but who's actually helping you when the market's going down to help you recognize different trends and learn and create a safe environment like this? As always, thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. And most of all, thank you for your trust. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye.